been supporting victims of domestic abuse in Swindon for 50 years. In fact, it's our 50th anniversary. So the charity was first set up in 1974 by Jenny Manners. Swindon was one of the first refuges outside of London, opening in August 1975. Jenny Manners was really passionate about supporting victims of domestic abuse and really wanted to establish a refuge here in Swindon.
If somebody's experiencing domestic abuse, they can come through to us in a variety of ways, either via our 24-hour helpline, being referred via other organisations that they're working with, or via our health service, so our GP IDVAs or our hospital IDVA.
So I experienced domestic abuse about 8 years ago. I contacted the police and the police put me in touch with the refuge. As soon as I stepped foot in here, I knew I was safe. The lady that I had to fill out paperwork with, she was lovely. She was, I don't know, she just made me feel at ease, and I really needed that in that moment because I just packed my whole life into one bag and shipped my kids off in the middle of the night, left my dog behind.
A refuge is for women with or without children who need to flee to get to a place of safety. It is their home as long as they are with us, and they get specialist one-to-one support to help them recover from the abuse that they've experienced and make decisions about their life in the future.
So when women and children come into refuge, they are greeted by a worker who will help them to settle in. We make sure they've got everything they need in their flat, so things like toiletries, toys for the children, a food parcel, anything that they might need really, because sometimes people just leave with the clothes on their back, so we make sure that everything is ready for them when they arrive.
There's just so much that they do for you. Just, you know, they know so much about domestic abuse and the next steps that you need to take in your life, and they can just kind of push you to be the person that you want to be.
We run a variety of programmes at SDASS, including Recovery Toolkit, which is a 12-week programme for adults to attend to help them recover from the abuse they have experienced.
It was just being with other people that had been through the same or similar things to you, knowing that you weren't alone, and actually rebuilding yourself.
So Route 66 is a really important programme for us as well, so when the time is right in the journey, we would help survivors to think about what they want, time for them, how they're going to get back into work, education, writing CVs, do they want to start their own business, how are they going to make things, you know, improve for themselves and get their lives back on track.
One of the key pieces of work that we do is working with children and young people in lots of different ways, including doing healthy relationships work with schools so that children understand what a healthy relationship looks like from an early age.
A vital part of the project is that we're able to have somebody placed within the schools that can support families when there is a domestic abuse incident or where there is experience of domestic abuse. We can make sure we get the right support to families at the right time. We're really passionate about making sure that children and young people are supported in our service, whether that's within the refuge or out in the community. So we have outreach support for them, just to make sure that they are able to have those conversations, understand their experiences and recover from the abuse that they've experienced.
The stereotype of domestic abuse being a man hitting a woman isn't always true. We support victims of all genders from a wide variety of relationships, and domestic abuse isn't just about physical abuse. Whilst the work with victims is always going to be at the heart of what we do, we're never going to end domestic abuse unless we actually tackle the root cause, and the only people responsible for domestic abuse are the people who perpetrate it.
A really important programme that we offer as part of SDASS is our Open to Change programme. So this is where we work with perpetrators of domestic abuse who are looking to change their behaviour.
So the aim of the programme is to hold perpetrators accountable for their behaviour. We have a really good success rate and we want to try to reduce reoffending.
Our funding comes in from many different places. We do have some contracts and grants to fund specific pieces of work, but then also crucial is the money that allows us the flexibility to respond to what our clients need. So we have our survivor shop in the parade in the town centre. We have donations from schools, businesses, community groups. We have individuals who give us money regularly, and we hold fundraising events as well. I work in this sector because I honestly believe what I do saves lives every single day.
There are days where it can be really tough. There are times when we can really see progress in a journey, and we're really grateful that we're able to be part of people's journey and help them to become survivors.
It's really important for us to be there for each other, because although it's a tough day for us, it's an even tougher day for the person that's had to step forward and ask for that help.
I honestly, without the staff and without this place being here, I wouldn't be who I am. I wouldn't have been able to climb out of the gutter and you know, get back to who I was and be even better than what I was. I wouldn't have been able to have the confidence to just start a business and go out there and still be doing that same business now. I always kind of check back in with myself and remember this, and it kind of, you know, brings me back to where I am, you know, and where I came from to where I am now, and just how grateful I am.